can. This is not a good time to purchase a franchise. If you're currently considering buying a franchise, stop right where you are right now. Senator Cortez Masto of Nevada is currently thinking of putting some legislation before the Senate to try and address some of the problems that are endemic among franchising in the United States. I know, if you're looking for a franchise, you have probably been reading books about the FDD and how the franchise rule protects you, etc. You are not protected. Right now, there is zero regulation over the franchise industry. It just looks to you like there's something there for you. The reality is that I'm sure, as you know, as you found out, these contracts, if you buy a franchise, you are going to be asked to sign a contract that has a lot of all caps statements and asks you to commit to several things that by the time you get to the point of being ready to buy a franchise, you're ready to commit to, because you've done your homework, you've done your research, just like all of the books say, and you're there, you're ready, you're going to go because you feel good about it, and it's time for you to take that leap. But in reality, there is so much fraud in the franchise system that you don't want to take that leap. And I'm going to explain to you specifically why in this video and future videos in this series. But the first reason, the primary reason why, is, as you know, that contract is very dangerous for you. And, as you may not know, the industry isn't regulated enough to make that FDD that you've been given really worth the paper it's been printed on. I'll talk more about that in a future video, but everything you've read about an FDD and its importance to you, you can discard that until the United States cleans up the franchising system. And hopefully this legislation will be part of that, and hopefully the Federal Trade Commission will get on board and start taking care of some of the problems that are going on in franchising. Right now, they're just not. They're not responding to the many complaints of fraud that they get, to the extent that the attorneys have discovered that it's often a better idea not to even report to the Federal Trade Commission, because when they do, the Federal Trade Commission doesn't respond, doesn't do anything, hasn't gotten into a franchise fraud case ever, as far as I understand, and then the franchisors, being very litigious, using those contracts, go to court, and they say, the Federal Trade Commission investigated, and nothing happened, so therefore I should win. You don't want to trust those contracts. You don't want to trust the franchisors. The United States needs to clean up. More soon.